This man is about to dive under the ice. He will remain immersed in 0-degree water for more than 20 minutes. Sure, what he's about to do is dangerous, but he is used to it. He's a professional, and everything is under control. I'm just kidding. We played epic music to make you think he was a hero, but the truth is, he's sensitive to the cold, claustrophobic, and he's never dived in his life. That guy is me. My name is Victor. I had a close call, and I'm about to tell you how I got here. It all started when I was 21. I had just gotten a scholarship to study abroad in California. My life consisted in partying, surfing, while convincing my mother I was at the library. But one morning, I coughed up blood, and the doctors told me it was tuberculosis, a serious illness that attacks the lungs. Lying in my hospital bed, I realized my life could be over. I thought of everything I had not enjoyed enough, or had not had time to try. And one night, in a panic, I wrote those things down in my notebook. I made myself a promise. If I got better, I would make these dreams come true. Today I'm back on my feet, and I'm bringing you along, as I check these items off my bucket list. Welcome to my shared apartment. Today is the first day of my new life. Before beginning my journey into the cold, I thought, why not treat myself to a nice hot bath? I'm sure I'll need it.
Coconut bon sur la côte sauvage, dans l'eau un ange nage, c'est un mirage, c'est un mirage.
But getting a moment of peace when you live with my roommates is quite a challenge. Are you filming? Yeah. Wait, are you sure? How do I look? Anything in my teeth?
No, hang on a minute.
This is Christophe.
Hold this.
He's the man behind the camera,
I'll straighten you out.
the one filming my adventures. This is the beginning of the movie, and he's only being nice to me because he doesn't know yet what he's gotten himself into.
Okay, now you're ready.
Sorry, Christophe. This won't be a walk in the park. I have to prove something to myself. When I got out of the hospital, they told me I was fragile. I had holes in my lungs. I still do. And I will for the rest of my life. But I hated being told I was fragile, as if I were doomed to watch life pass me by. To start, I decided to test the limits of my body by going to the coldest place in Paris, a cryotherapy chamber. I'm here because I'm on a quest to face the most extreme cold possible.
Well, you're in the right place. This is a cryotherapy chamber, and you'll be immersed in minus 110 degrees Celsius from head to toe. That should be cold enough for you. We'll see how much you can handle. First, I need to ask you a few questions about your health to make sure it's safe for you.
Okay, heart disease? No. Myocardial infarction? No. I'm always afraid I won't be allowed to do things because of my TB. Whenever anyone asks about my health, I pretend it never happened. Claustrophobia. I have to admit I'm a little nervous about being locked in a room at 110 degrees below zero.
Now, there's a window and you can come out at any time.
Are there people who can't take it?
It's very rare. It can happen, but very rarely. The reason you can withstand minus 110 degrees is because there's no humidity. It's a dry cold.
That sounds reassuring. But he needs customers. So that plays into it too. So we'll see. Between being a salesman and being a doctor, we'll see where the truth lies.
Well, shall I show you the changing room?
Okay. Until recently, cryotherapy was just for high-level athletes. But recent studies have shown that everyone can benefit from the extraordinary effects of the cold. 120 over 70?
140 over 80.
So I'm stressed.
A little.
No, I wouldn't recommend it. Even when you tried to hold me down, I kept ascending. Can't stop me, no, I wish you stopped pretending. I'll stand alone on top in the ending.
Ready? Come on. Go ahead.
Here we go. Shit. First few seconds aren't too bad.
Everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You're 30 seconds in.
Okay, 30 seconds down. It's getting harder now. My whole body is shaking.
You're already at a minute 30, which would normally be halfway. But you're a big guy, so I think we'll do 3.5 minutes. I'll keep you posted.
Shit, I'll never make it.
I'll turn on the fans.
It's getting really hard to control my voice and my shaking. The GoPro is freezing. My toes are starting to be completely frozen. I really want to get out. I can't take it anymore.
3:30. I'll give you a 10-second warning. Come on out. Come on. You okay?
You are pushing it.
11 degrees. That's perfect.
I really struggled a lot more than I expected. I was expecting a sort of spa experience, you know? Something relaxing, something that would feel good. But it was really an unusual physical experience.
It's good for anyone looking to recover, soothe pain, or improve their well-being. If you want to fight inflammation or any other kind of pain without taking medication, this puts you in the right conditions to use your own resources. It stimulates your body, and then your body does the rest. We just create the right conditions.
After passing this first test, I wanted to take things further. I'd heard about a guy, an ice coach. I know, it doesn't sound like a real job, but he seemed serious. Jean-François Tual suggested we meet at the ice bar of a Parisian hotel. He asked me to wait for him in my underwear. An unusual first meeting, but I agreed.
Hey!
This is Jean-François, a mix between a superhero and a hype man. Cold is his drug of choice, and he's made a career of it. In 2017, he met the world's greatest ice guru, Wim Hof, an eccentric Dutchman who popularized the idea that cold is a magic potion. Jeff was in the midst of a midlife crisis, and this meeting changed his life. Within 5 years, the depressed 40-something became the go-to ice coach in France.
Why not try ice therapy yourself? You'll see. It will transform you.
He charges a fortune for his workshops, which must be booked a year in advance. Either Jean-François is a fraud, or he actually has something to teach me.
One of the first lessons you need to learn about the cold is that there's a huge gap between what you think you can do and what you can actually do. Got it? Because you're going to have to master that lesson right away.
Okay,
Ready?
ready.
Okay, let's go.
I'm scared, but I'm ready.
Come on. Here we are. Put your hand in it. In a few minutes, you're going to immerse yourself in here and not only find a sort of control, no, keep your hand there, but even some type of comfort.
I can't feel. I don't control anything. I can't even feel my hand anymore.
You're going to have to regain control and make a conscious decision to stay there.
Whenever you're ready, I'm waiting for you.
Okay, just give me a minute to put on something more comfortable.
Go ahead, no problem. I'll wait.
Great.
But here, not in the pool. I'm feeling it.
I can see that.
The ice gonna melt when I get in.
Okay. Still feeling good?
Yeah. I worked up a little sweat while I was waiting.
Good. Way to keep your metabolism going. We're going to start not with an intense preparation, but take 30 seconds to yourself, just to focus on one thing. You'll become aware of your breath. Become aware of what's happening in your body.
In water, the body gets colder 25 times faster than in air. So I'm a little scared. What am I doing in my underwear in front of a pool of crushed ice?
Ready? Let's go. That's it. That's it.
Every time I move, it feels like razor blades are cutting into my skin. But after 30 seconds, my body finds a solution. I stop moving. And all that's left in the universe is my breath. And Jeff's voice.
You okay?
It's amazing.
You can get out. You deserve it. Good job. Well done, man. Way to go. Nice.
Whoa, that was mystical. The water really is a different world. I can't believe I lasted a whole minute in that hell. I've passed the first step and won my ticket to the Extreme Cold Expedition workshop 2 months from now. Okay, what can I do to prepare until then? I'm trying not to let my voice shake, but that was intense.
It's easy. Take a cold shower every day. I would just ask you, over the next couple of months, to try to be more aware of your breathing. That will be the key when we get into the cold.
Can I grab a bathrobe?
Go ahead.
After these first thermal shocks, I sleep like a baby. There must be some truth to what they say. My workshop in the Pyrenees is approaching, and I have to train. Taking a cold shower at 8 in the morning is a torture. The first time, I thought my heart would stop. But I listened to Jeff and kept at it every day. I even took a dip in the sea when I was on vacation in December. How cold is it, Cyril?
3 degrees.
Some people suggested meditation, but it wasn't for me. Anyway, I never gave up. It's snowing in Paris. I'm headed to the Pyrenees in a week. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm ready. It's the day before I leave for the Pyrenees. I've bought 200 kilos of ice. Jeff was very clear. If I can't stand 5 minutes in ice water, I might as well stay home. But I can't do it alone. For this final challenge, I need my friend's support. We're ready. The water temperature is 1 degree Celsius. You have no idea what you're getting into. It's a different world. Which one of you wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay, Ellie. I have my stopwatch ready, Christophe. I'm gonna use it to see which of my friends is the strongest and mentally toughest. You can do it, okay? You have nerves of steel.
I'll do my best. It burns. It's tough.
It burns.
What are you doing with your hand? Stop it. Are you nuts?
We're checking his vitals. 3, 2, 1, stop. He did it. 1 minute. 1 minute and 9 seconds. 1 minute 24. I thought you were going for more.
No. Let's go, man. Are you even cold?
You okay, Victor?
He's cold. He's just trying to show off.
5 minutes.
Come on, give him yours, man.
5 minutes in 1 degree water. With my friends cheering me on, I did it. I'm no longer a normal human, Jeff. I'm a machine. After a consultation with the doctor to make sure I'm good to go, I head to the Pyrenees. I have no idea what to expect. All I know is I'm going to be with 15 strangers, and it's going to be very, very cold. According to Jeff, it should be a life-changing experience. Hi,
Hey, welcome.
how are you? Nice sweater.
I dressed up for you all.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Victor, Marie, Valérie, and
The oldest.
Guy. Is that it?
Yes, good job.
I always remember the important names.
It's very friendly.
Camping in the snow, a relaxed atmosphere, an old-fashioned decor. So far, it feels more like a weekend with friends than an adventure.
It's like chorizo. We had to fight to save you the last piece.
But to be honest, after a 12-hour drive, I'm thrilled to start out the weekend with some friendly people and dry sausages. I wonder what's brought us all here. That's my biggest question for now. It's like going to summer camp when you're a kid. You arrive in a big room and no one knows each other. Everyone's acting like they know what they're doing here, but at the same time you can see on people's face that they don't have a clue. They don't know what to expect. And then you have Jean-François, the star, with his boundless energy, who's going to be guiding our little group as we freeze our buns off for the next 3 days. Good night, Christophe.
Good night.
Jeff told us to meet him at the clubhouse for some relaxation. My legs are still sore from yesterday's drive, so I think it will do me good. I don't know what Jeff is doing, but I'm ready.
I'd like to officially welcome you to our weekend expedition. We're going to start things off nice and slow. Grab your water shoes and your swimsuit and get ready. We're going to go on a little hike.
Seriously? In our swimsuits?
We're lucky. There's wind, snow, and rain in the forecast. So the conditions are perfect. Let's go.
Well, he wasn't kidding. Outside it's snowing. There is a freezing wind. And I haven't had time for a cup of coffee. Never mind, Jeff. I'm ready. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'll do it. I came here to test my limits. So I'll trust you.
Okay, here we go. We're lucky. The weather's really terrible. We're gonna have pouring rain and constant wind. It's gonna be awful. That's exactly what we're here for. Let's go!
This group is a cross-section of society. Ages 20 to 72. Mothers, business owners, retirees. All we have in common is that we've put our trust in this stranger in a neon yellow hat.
This way!
You jerk.
I'm such a kid.
Are you hanging in there?
I feel great. Before leaving the clubhouse, I didn't want to go. But now, surrounded by all these crazy people, I feel perfectly at ease. I'm not cold anymore. I feel alive. Guy, want to walk with us? Why are you here? What are you looking for?
It's partly the medical aspect. Cold is supposed to be really good for your health. And Jeff convinced me it would help me manage my stress and my emotions. I have a grandson who's 1.5, and I dream of being able to do all sorts of activities with him when he's 5 or 6. That's my main motivation. What about you?
My motivation is my health. I had a little health scare a few years ago. I was really scared. I thought I might die. That worried me a lot. So after that, I promised myself I would explore my body and test my limits and try to get back in touch with my body. 2 hours later, the feeling of euphoria is clearly fading. It's getting dark. The shouts and good mood slowly give way to silence.
The weather's changing. The cold is settling in and the humidity is rising. One way to make it more manageable, which is the easiest technique and a very effective one, is to trick your mind, to keep it busy with something else. That will stop working after a while. And then you have to switch to a new approach, which is to become fully aware of what's happening and manage it. When you can no longer deny the discomfort, you must accept it.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think I'm a goner.
Our spa awaits. Magnificent and calm.
We can't take it anymore. All we want to do is go home, and he springs this on us. We've been walking for 2.5 hours. So full. Yeah, I know. You're judging us. You're wondering why we're making animal sounds. Well, you've clearly never spent 3 hours in your underwear in freezing wind.
Come on! Come on!
What Jeff is doing is reactivating our metabolism. Within a matter of seconds, adrenaline takes over again. The body warms up.
Enjoy! Relax. But don't try. Don't try to force yourself to endure it. If you start feeling like it's too much, just relax and take a few breaths. Then get out, nice and calm. Come on! Yay, that's it! Good job!
I couldn't tell you why, but when we got out of the water, we all hugged.
Your bodies are bouncing back now, so you should be feeling a wave of warmth. You're gradually gonna get cold again. That's normal. Now, it's all about pure mental discipline. If you see someone struggling, help them out, okay?
My fingers are frozen. Do you know how far it is?
Half an hour.
Shut up.
No?
Shit. Over the course of a single morning, Jeff has turned 15 strangers into a team. After this morning's extreme challenge, he's decided to give us a taste of another type of transformation. Meditation.
We're gonna get rid of all the residual stress through a little breathing exercise. Really, let go.
I don't know how to meditate. I'm incapable of sitting in a room and thinking of nothing. When Jeff said breathing exercise, I started dreaming of a nap. I had no idea what I was about to experience.
Let go of the excess pressure in your lungs. Take it easy, bit by bit, once you feel like you've mastered the technique.
Jeff's voice is constant, catches hold of my brain, and doesn't let go. Within a few minutes, I'm immersed in a new world.
All those intense feelings. In, out.
I'm starting to become aware of all the blood vessels in my body. My lungs don't feel weak anymore. They feel full and strong. I see shapes and bright colors. Every breath I take fills me with a feeling of deep love for the people around me.
Keep going.
Jeff brings us back. Clearly, I'm not the only one who found it so intense.
My emotions are rising to the surface, all the stress.
How do you feel? Why do you think you're crying?
No idea. Something from deep inside rose to the surface, and I feel like it just hit me in the face.
Breathing exercises like this can bring up some very strong emotions, deep-seated feelings, and there could be sort of explosion of emotion sometimes. That isn't the goal in and of itself.
At a certain point, I don't think I could even hear your voice anymore. And it really made me feel like I knew why I was here. During our hike this morning, I was still wondering. I was thinking, what am I doing here, walking around outside with a bunch of strangers in our swimsuits? And now, I don't know if it's because of our experience in the cold, but I was really with you. I was super happy to be here, experiencing this with all of you. I think the mystical breathing experience brought us even closer together. I've been intrigued by Emmanuelle and her family from the start. She's my mother's age, and I want to know what brought her and her two sons here. Would you say you're a fairly adventurous person?
I don't know. Probably. Maybe I'll know after this experience. You never know what you're capable of. I wanted to face my limits. I want to surprise myself. I want to get out of my rut and go, you see, you didn't think you could do it, but you can.
We've only been here for a day, but it feels like more. As we gather around the table, I feel like we're becoming a group of friends. After a very emotional first day, there is no better way to spend the evening than by turning the heat up and digging into a bountiful meal. I slept like a log, and this morning, I can't wait to get back out in the cold. Yesterday, we had to get into the water. Today, we'll learn to stay in it.
For this part, your mind will be in control. You'll stabilize your emotions, and you must convince yourself that jumping into an icy lake is nothing to be concerned about. Keep your breathing steady. Your breathing will center you. Breathe here, in your stomach, and remain calm. Okay? Let's go.
This is a little scary. It's dark and we can't touch the bottom, so it's a little creepy. In a situation as extreme as 0-degree water, the body sends out an explosive burst of energy to help you face the danger. But after a few minutes, the adrenaline fades and your body starts begging you to get out. That's the phase Jeff wants us to reach. It's Guy's turn.
Go ahead. Get comfortable. That's good.
I wonder how he does it. Everybody's impressed, because you're the oldest one here and you never give up.
It feels normal to me. I don't see why it matters that I'm older than you.
But you do realize you don't fit the usual profile, right?
Yeah, I guess. I think I tend to try things that most people, most quote-unquote normal people my age wouldn't do. If that's what it means to be crazy, why not?
When I got sick, I had all these dreams in my head, and I was afraid I would never get to live them. But when I see you, it motivates me to keep going, to give it my all. Do you have any advice for me on how to achieve my dreams?
I would say to persevere and never give up. I think that's the most important thing. You might think everyone else is better than you, but just keep going. And little by little, you realize that you're improving. I think that's the most important.
And eventually you cross the finish line.
Exactly. That's it. That's the idea.
Yeah?
Yeah. And to think there are people in Colombia suffering in sunny 30-degree weather.
You've awakened your metabolism. Now keep breathing like that, calm and deep.
As soon as my mind wanders, the pain tears at my skin. But whenever I recenter myself on my breath, I'm able to take back control. It's weird, but I think I'm starting to enjoy it.
Yes! Great job!
Thank you.
That's it, buddy. Great job.
That was so cool. Spending all this time in the cold consumes a lot of energy. We never know what's coming next. And Jeff leaves us in a state of constant paranoia. I take advantage of a few minutes off to rest.
Victor, you need to get up.
No way. I'm done, Christophe. It's gonna make us do some crazy things, like go for a run in the snow all night. I know it.
For sure.
I don't have the energy.
Come on, get up.
It will be dark soon.
Yeah.
Fine. Holy crap! This is not a workshop anymore. It's a trip through hell. The wind is gusting up to 120 kilometers an hour, and no one says a word. We don't know where we're going or when we'll get there. A tree was just uprooted a few meters away.
The wind is getting stronger. We're not going to put ourselves in danger. We don't know how bad it might get. We'll turn back through the woods because it doesn't seem to be calming down. Quite the opposite. So let's go back through the woods where we're safe.
We're turning back. We must have walked 1 kilometer. It's dark and the wind is blowing very hard. It's terrible. I think even Jean-François started to realize we were really in the danger zone. His mouth was paralyzed. He was struggling to speak, and it's getting really tough. But I never thought we could have come this far. I'm starting to feel my fingertips again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The footage I got is crazy. I think we'll be amazed when we see it later. There were moments when I didn't even know what I was doing, you know? I was like this. It's gonna be great.
We were really on thin ice. If anything had happened, if anyone had gone into shock or hurt themselves,
No helicopters.
we're isolated.
This is dangerous stuff. Don't try this at home.
No. You see what we're doing here? I came here to try something extreme, but it's a lot more than I expected. I don't know if it will come across in the video. I'm not sure you can feel the cold on screen, but physically,
You can tell. You can see that.
I'm really taking a beating here.
I think we'll sleep well, don't you?
Yeah, I slept very well last night, and I think I will again tonight. Good night, Christophe.
Good night.
Sleep well.
You too, you crazy guy. Oh, you're going straight to sleep.
I'll sleep in my clothes. I don't care anymore. That way I'll be ready to go tomorrow. I have a lot of questions this morning. I need to talk to Jeff and figure out why we put ourselves at such risk last night. You use the cold as a tool, and it's a very intense experience. Why is the cold so powerful?
When you dive into the ice, you finally understand what letting go really means. You don't have to be a high-level athlete. You could be 20 years old or 75. But when you're in extreme cold, the pain and aggression are such that you will either find a solution and everything is fine, or you're stubborn and you suffer.
Last night, during the hike, at some point I was worried. I feared for my own safety, but we followed you to the end.
You're convinced you don't want to do it, that it'll be terrible, and that if you do it, you'll never recover. But finding the energy to motivate you and the others to overcome the obstacle, it becomes a turning point in your life.
You have 15 people here, each with their own personal problems. What do you get out of this?
I create a space where people can embrace their playful, childlike side, the freest part of themselves. Everyone is in peak form. You experience a kind of humanity as it could be. We suffer together, and we doubt together. It's a hostile environment, but we're a very tight-knit group.
The workshop is nearly over, but before we say our goodbyes, Jeff has one last challenge for us. How are you? You good, Guy?
Yeah,
You're a war machine, Guy. You'll be teaching the workshop next year.
definitely.
Our last challenge is to climb the Sierra de Mori, a red ski slope with a 600-meter elevation change. It's a 3-hour climb, in our swimsuits, as usual.
Come on, Victor.
We've been walking for 40 minutes. We're split into 2 groups. Not everyone can keep up the pace. It's getting really hard. Jeff is still playing his music. He's as motivated as ever. There are 2 kinds of people in the world. Us and those who wear clothes. What do you think of the group up there?
Fantastic. They're going all out. They're so enthusiastic. I think the windier it is, the more they like it. So they're good to go.
I don't know if Jeff did it on purpose, but this ascent is the perfect embodiment of what we've learned since the beginning of my journey. Before you start, it seems impossible. But when you reach the summit, you look at what you've accomplished, and it feels magical.
Here we are! We made it to the top!
After this workshop, I'm exhausted but happy. I've clearly done the hardest part. I needed to prove to myself that I could push the limits of my body. Now, I'm finally going to get my reward. I'm on my way to Val Thorens to achieve my dream. After a 10-hour drive, a flat tire and some trouble with the snow chains, I get a call from my producer.
Hey, Victor, it's Sarah. I just talked to the manager of the Val Thorens ski resort. There's a blizzard headed to the Alps, and apparently he can't guarantee your safety on the expedition. We have to put everything on hold for now. I'll keep you posted. Bye.
I'm so disappointed. I promised myself I would try ice diving one day, and now that I'm finally ready, a storm has put everything on hold. Three days later, my luck changes, and when I wake up, the sky is on our side. I've been preparing for a month. It's now or never. This man, who has me pulling an 80-kilo sled through the snow, is Alban Michon. He's one of France's greatest polar explorers. He's an expert ice diver and has gone on multiple solo expeditions to the North Pole. He's also crossed Greenland by kayak, a 1,000-kilometer trip. He's probably the best guide in the world to make my dream come true and take me under the ice.
We're almost there. Don't give up.
Before we dive, Alban wants me to have a real expedition experience. After several hours of trekking, we'll spend the night at Lac du Lou, at an elevation of 2,000 meters. Is it much further, Alban?
Yeah,
That's good cardio.
right, at over 2,000 meters. If the sled starts to slip, hold it back.
Yep.
You okay?
All good. What are those yellow marks?
That's sand from the Sahara Desert.
The Sahara?
Yeah, carried by the wind.
Incredible.
Lac du Lou.
Beautiful.
Nice, huh?
Is this where we're camping?
Yeah, over there.
I see some water. Are you sure the ice is thick enough?
It should be. You can go first if you like.
It takes a while to make a hole in the ice, especially when it's thick. Alban says it will take between 2 and 7 hours. Before we even set up our tent, we have to start digging.
You're through.
That's it.
Great. 6 meters, perfect. We'll make the hole here in such a beautiful setting. I think it would be a shame to ruin the mood with a noisy chainsaw. So I prefer to do it by hand.
Is that how you dig all your holes?
It's because I'm sensitive.
You're an artist. I agree. You've convinced me. He's faster than me, right? This underwater world is scary.
Scary, but appealing. Yeah, nice.
This must be 50 kilos.
I wouldn't put it there.
As we cut the ice together, I realized that Alban is really passionate about what he does. He must have dug hundreds of holes, but he still has the same childlike fascination with glaciers.
This was in November. Here in Savoie, it was so cold that all the lakes froze around 10 centimeters down.
So the temperatures were extreme enough for the water to freeze as it was.
Yeah, that's what's fascinating. When you look at the ice, you can see how the weather has changed.
These expeditions you go on, it's a job. It's not just a hobby, right?
I'm a scientific worker. I'm given tools and a procedure to carry out, and I carry out those operations in extreme environments where scientists rarely go, if ever.
After 3 hours, the hole is finally ready for tomorrow morning's dive. But over the lake, the temperature drops suddenly. The sun is setting, and we have to set up our tent before nightfall. Usually, how long does it take to set up your tent?
Honestly, I take my time. It's windy right now. It's colder, so in your head you think you have to hurry. We have time, though. But you need to push that down.
How did you do it?
I'm strong.
Yes, you are. I can't. Do you have a hammer?
Let me try just to show off.
See?
Yeah, hang on. We're not out of the woods yet.
There. My bed is ready. The temperatures will reach 15 below tonight. So it's important to have everything in place. I think I'll be very comfortable. The tents are set up. I'll be spending the night here, amidst the mountains. But first, Alban wants to introduce me to a friend of his.
This is my kettle. Her name is Monique. I use her to melt snow and to heat water for tea or rehydrated food.
How long was your longest expedition?
62 days.
62?
All by myself.
What was the hardest part?
Coming back. I didn't want to see people. I was happy.
Coming back?
Yeah, I didn't want to come back. But I knew it wasn't real life, living in a tent and talking to my sleeping bag and my skis.
You talk to inanimate objects.
Yeah, my sled, my skis. They were my friends. I named her Monique for a reason, because after a while, you need to speak out loud, to shout with joy or yell in anger. You need to express yourself, you know?
Well, I'll just fill up Monique. The soup is going to taste like adventure.
Would you like some herbal tea?
Yeah. Let's warm up. You've gone on expeditions all over the world and explored some very hostile environments. Why do you put yourself in such extreme situations?
It's a dream. Cousteau was part of it. It's what inspired me to explore the world. My report cards always said mediocre or pretty bad. But I was lucky to discover my true passion, which was diving, which helped me prove that I wasn't a loser like I'd been told as a child. I learned the word perseverance, the word patience, and I was able to achieve different things. I guess it was my way of taking revenge.
Before he leaves us for the night, I share one last cup of tea with my cameraman. Christophe only drinks tea, no coffee. Here, give me the camera.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This bit won't make the cut.
You never know, Christophe. We'll start with some soup. You use it to warm up,
Yeah.
like a hot water bottle.
Nice, huh?
For sure. With nothing but the light of the moon and my headlamp, I eat my rehydrated couscous and listen to Alban's tales of his adventures in Greenland, Alaska, and the North Pole.
The iceberg flipped. I saw my friend in our gear heading out to sea. I remember yelling at the top of my lungs, "Put your hands in the water!" When I got there, my oar was stuck to my hands. It was a close call.
This has been an amazing day. I just went to see the hole before going to sleep. It's filled up with ice again. I'm headed to bed, so I can be in tip-top shape tomorrow morning in order to achieve my dream. See you tomorrow. Should we have some coffee?
Sure,
Let's do it.
I'll make it. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, I woke up really early.
Really?
Yeah, at 3:50 for real.
3:50? Then you went back to sleep, right?
No, I was too excited about the dive.
Really?
I swear to God. I don't know if it was fear or excitement. Maybe both. What do you think?
Look, it's frozen.
Yeah, it's a thick layer.
There.
Here comes the doctor. To make sure I'm safe, we need a doctor. Guy Dupéret is a doctor at Ifremont, an institute specializing in the extreme cold. I need to know what could happen if things don't go according to plan.
You might be a bit anxious about not being able to see the surface and you think you're stuck under the ice. You can start feeling breathless much more easily, and the water is cold. So you may start breathing more quickly, taking big breaths, and not be able to stop. You might use up your oxygen very quickly.
Okay,
You have a tank, it's a limited amount of air.
okay. So I have to manage my panic. That's the doctor's advice.
Exactly, stay cool.
Stay cool, okay. I've been preparing for this for a while. I'm a naturally cold person, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac, and I'm pretty claustrophobic. But I've done everything I can to be as relaxed as possible. I'm a little nervous, but in a good way.
It's time. Sometimes you just gotta jump in. Look down, then put your head back. That's it, perfect. Looking good.
I love it. Do I really want to do this? The Victor who was in the hospital would never believe it if I told him what I'm about to do. He'd say, "Go on, buddy. You're ready. Just do it."
How are you doing? I know you're nervous, but I'm here to help. We'll get in, Then take a minute to find our bearings and adjust. Your eyes will adjust and you'll love it.
This is it. Here we are. I'm finally experiencing this incredible thing I wrote down more than 7 years ago. Diving into this infinite darkness, weightless. I feel like I'm in outer space. I let myself be carried along. I float beneath the layer of ice, like I'm in a magical nebula. I see everything I've done to get here. The cold showers, the hikes in the snow, and the past, when this seemed like an impossible dream. When I was sick, when I was scared, when I wrote this down in my notebook to give myself courage. Here, under the ice. My dream has come true, thanks to everyone who helped me along the way, and because I believed in it. It was amazing.
Beautiful, huh?
It was incredible. I love it. It was magical, Christophe. Now, nothing seems impossible anymore. Thank you, Alban. That was really amazing. And I don't intend to stop here. For my next adventure, I'm going to take to the skies. But I should warn you, I'm afraid of heights.